Peace, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Randumb Thoughtz. I am your host, the LYR to the ICS is lyrics, y'all. Yeah, man, another Sunday. I am glad to be up. Glad that we are here for another Sunday of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Great fuckery energy all around. It's a great day outside. It's like 81 degrees and shit here in New York City. You know, I got the shades on, man. Look at as cool as I can be, man. And I got the team with me, man. So, team, what's good?
What's good?
What's going on?
All right, yo, Steph, you already know what it is. What's happening?
What's going on, everyone? Y'all know me. It's Steph, y'all, here with the crew. We're back again for another wonderful Sunday. Shouts out to the Ranters Union. Shout outs to the Randumb Thoughtz crew. We're going to come up with a name. Someone suggested Randos. I think we should call our crew the Randos.
No, we're going to do that shit now. Yeah, we're going to call them Randos. Fuck it.
Shout out to the Randos on Randumb Thoughtz Talk series on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Shout out to the Ranters Union. It's good to see y'all again.
The mighty Randos.
Yes. We've christened y'all the Randos now. So
yeah,
I think Tiffany came up with that. Shout out to Tiffany Monet.
No, we don't get nobody. No, we don't get that. No, shout out to you.
We gotta give them credit. We gotta give.
No,
they show us love. We gotta show them love back.
No, we showed them love. You know what I'm saying? But you just said I think we need to call them the Randos. So we go. I'm sorry, Tiff. Like I'm being a real asshole right now. But we like Steph did that. So I'm starting some shit. So I'm just gonna give it to Steph. Yo, Ad, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's good? ADV in the spot, Avis, y'all. We here again for another Sunday, man. Shouts out to the crew, all of the plugs, and I guess now we're randos for sure. All right.
Yes, sir. And we got Ramos. What's good, Ramos? What's up, man?
It seems like everybody is on high energy day, man. I'm like low energy, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
Well, I gotta say, Ramos. Like I was unable to go to the show, but Ramos was at the Sean Price Memorial Day show. I saw the pictures or whatever have you. He showed me some pictures or whatever. So shout out to everybody who went to the Sean Price Memorial concert that was at SOB's. It was on August 9th. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was a dope ass show. I saw clips of the live or whatever. Because I know Swave, he was performing. Team Hami, you already know what it is, man.
Let Team Hami know that I got pics for them. You heard?
Yeah. So how was it, Eric? Talk, man. Like, what's up? How was it, baby?
Well, first of all, let Team Hami know that I got pics for them because that's your boys. So you let them know that. Second of all, it was good.
I can let them know too. I know them.
All right.
Yeah.
There was a couple. There was Sweat Your Boy. You know which ones it went. Second of all, like overall, it was great. It was great. It was one like hiccup like during the show. It was kind of weird. Keith Murray got on stage, and then he had an issue with the DJ not putting the fader or something, and it kind of got a little heated where like people rushed the stage. But other than that, it was pretty much a without a hitch.
Oh wow!
Damn.
But you can you expect that from? I mean. Keith Murray, right?
Keith Murray was trying to beat up the DJ.
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I don't want to put mouths in any actions. They're just people rush the stage. That's all I'm going to say.
Someone else said.
John Logic said, "Shout out to Keith Murray who tried to beat up the DJ."
Is that the most beautiful thing in the world?
You're right.
It's just like that.
It's just like that. I get in you.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
no.
Yo.
Wow. Did someone get smacked?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Wow.
It was good though. It was a good performance.
Hey. Yo, you got a problem with it? Work the fader or you go to the side. away with me? You can get away with it?
Wow.
Oh, that's
man.
What's your name? I don't know you. What's your name? I want to shout you out. You got a problem? I think we need security for the DJ because we can roll his ass up. It's Sean P night. This ain't your night. And Lil P, that's your DJ? Just have to entertain him. I got respect. I got respect for you. I asked him to defend it. That's it. You know what I said? You know what I said? I just asked him to defend it. That's it. Shit. Sean P, I rest in peace. It's all good. Shut up, y'all. I love y'all. Peace. Sean P. Sean P. That's the name. Hit the thing. Yo, one time, bring it back. Thanks for we keep going. Peace. I love y'all. Yo, Esau. We good, baby. Yo, MOP the motherfucker. Yo, Esau. Let's get it. We good. We good. We good, black man. The black man is gone.
Dang.
I love it.
Looks like it's a problem.
I love it. I love it.
It started to escalate at this point. Like mad people started coming on the stage.
Only Randumb Thoughtz will we show the fuckery.
Right. At least it didn't turn into a shootout, so that's a good thing.
Nah. Yeah.
Hey, but then we still got footage. Fuck it. Matter of fact, no, but we'll be security.
I think that's the dude from MP with the hat. I believe so, if I'm correct. And so,
Hey, yo, check this out. We are not here for this. We are here for Sean P. Let me hear you say Sean P.
Word.
Sean P. Steve will motherfucking be talking right now.
Yeah.
Respect the DJ. I'm a DJ. And you know, that Wiz Khalifa shit? Nah. Respect the DJ, please.
Respect the club, DJ.
that's not Wiz Khalifa reference. Anybody knows? So I'm not aware of that. When it's done, I'll ask.
What happened?
You say you caught the DJ outside?
I don't know.
You had to get Evil D to push him out?
Yeah.
I mean, we show fuckery. I mean,
everything is cool, y'all. Everything is cool. Sorry about the inconvenience.
Yeah, don't bring this. Yeah, don't bring this to the show.
I mean,
That's it.
you know, I went to the done.
Yo, you gotta respect shit. Y'all acting like the little kids, y'all acting like the gang. You supposed to be here paying homage. Real talk. This ain't no.
I've had people mess up on me too. I've had bands mess up on me, and I just had to roll with it and talk to them afterwards.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had DJ fuck up on me too. I ain't gonna hold you.
You just gotta roll with it, or sometimes, like you said, you just stop.
So
stop. Hold up. Okay.
My question was the Wiz Khalifa
again.
thing he mentioned. What are you talking about? It's not gonna be Wiz Khalifa. I'm not aware of that reference.
Wait, hold on. Dolphy Productions said, I directed the tribute video for Sean P by Rock. Check out Streets Want Blood on YouTube. R.I.P. Yo, I'm gonna check that out, man. I thought he just did a song called Streets Want Blood. I actually heard that. That was by Rock. What was it? Ja said Wiz punked the DJ. Wow. Yeah, like here at Randumb Thoughtz, we like to show the fuckery. We like to show DJs getting punked and then they're getting their ass whooped. This is just like, yo, guys, I read your comments, and I understand some of y'all don't like it, but you gotta understand, as hip hop artists, even back in the day, the DJs would actually get fucked up for fucking people's shits up. Like, yo, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. Sometimes it's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? And to see that shit, that was funny to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I will say this: it was the wrong time because it was a Sean Price dedication show. It wasn't just a regular hip hop show. If it was a regular hip hop show,
it's a better way to handle that though. You could have handled that a lot better.
No, you're right. At least for the Sean Price, Price Memorial Show, yeah.
Don't care if it's Keith Murray.
Keith Murray, like you expect. I'm not saying that he's. I'm not saying he's in the words like problematic. I'm just saying he just does what he does. Like he, you know what I mean? He is who he is. That's it. You can't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, John Logic said preach lyrics. Thank you. Yeah, man. Just it is what it is, man. Like, yo, you know, a lot of y'all super sensitive motherfuckers out there, man, that's watching this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even about being sensitive. Just be a little more diplomatic from the start. If the DJ continues to do it, then there's a problem. Yeah,
but what y'all fail to realize is these are not your average artists today. The average artists today, they have a bit more of an understanding that, okay, well, you know what, things fuck up. Cool. Let's try to fix that or whatever. Yo, you gotta remember, these motherfuckers, man, are from back in the day in the 90s, 2000s, where niggas wasn't even playing that. So your shit that you had to come correct, or else niggas was not some. I'm not saying all artists, but there was some artists that they, you know what I'm saying, they gonna rush the DJ. They're gonna rush the DJ. I know in the dance hall, them if your sound not right, they're gonna rush the DJ. You know what I mean? But listen, we getting too much into that. Tennessee said down south we fuck up DJs, but we always have a pre-recorded show that they just play in case they on that fuck shit, and it's always somebody in the booth to make sure they not doing it on purpose. See what I'm saying? And down south, I know for a fact, you better come correct. Just like the Jamaicans, and especially niggas in Brooklyn. Shout out to the BK and they DJs and them. Like, yo, they not play that, you know. I went to many dance hall them, to the dance hall them, they not play. They don't want to talk nothing. You come right or I rush the DJ, you know. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Keith had a bad attitude. Like, if you're just giving the DJ problems from the start, like, give him a chance first. You know, say, okay, hold up. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to get it straight. So let's run that back. But if it keeps happening, like if there's a second and third time, it's like, okay, like, nah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I did, but you guys.
Just say start with diplomacy first.
Off mic first.
You're right.
Off mic, talk to him, and then like in that situation escalates, and he can handle it. But you're right. I agree. He could have handled that more diplomatic.
But you also got
the rule. Don't piss off the sound guy. That's always been the rule. That DJ is the sound guy.
But you got to also take into consideration Keith Murray. If you know Keith Murray's history as far as performance wise, I'll say this because we got to get into the topic of discussion today. But just to try to close it, Keith Murray has a history of doing this shit. It's not like this is the first time. If you follow Keith Murray's history of the past, there's times where he would beat up DJs, slap niggas or whatever have you. Like, shout out LOD, you know what I'm saying? For those who are in Long Island, y'all know who LOD is. They'll say less on that. You know what I mean? But guys, guess what? Guess what?
Yeah.
Let the fuckery commence.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union. All commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, and or scholarship of copyrighted material is protected by the Fair Use Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. iRant Network and the founder of the Ranters Union, Jalogic, aka Mr. M, recommends that you take what is said and do your own research. Read a goddamn book and form your own opinion. Furthermore, listen carefully to the ranters rant and debate their opinions and form your own conclusion. Thank you for watching this member-supported program, powered by the Ranters Union and produced for the iRant Network. Good day.
as we continue with the fuckery.
Yo, we
started
are
with the fuckery
here,
already.
Yo.
We already started with the fuckery in the beginning.
Yo, and we're just showing you more fuckery. Like, yo, damn. Yo, this is, yo, I had to laugh at that shit. But today, today's episode is, is about music, but it's more so about a music genre that Stephanie knows real well. Today is episode 3-8. What really happened to soul music? Yep, we're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it because this is a discussion that I feel we need to have because of certain artists like Summer Walker, SZA, Janae Aiko, Bryson Tiller. Yo, shout out to Bryson Tiller. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? No, not really too. Well, yeah, Miguel, because he's cussing his
is
shit.
definitely soul and R&B.
No, he is, but he's more close to the R&B that I kind of dig. Like he's kind of in between to me.
Yeah,
he
does tap into the traditional R&B soul.
Yeah, he's kind of in the middle. But there's also names like Eric Roberson, Layla Hathaway. You know what I'm saying? Also, Fonte, one half a little brother. You know what I'm saying? One third little brother.
Anthony Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton.
The 2 albums, soul albums recently. I think it was like 2 albums ago. Yeah, 2 albums back to back that were soul complete.
Who's this?
The second one.
All right. Anthony David. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on and on. There's a lot of names in soul music. And we're going to touch on some today, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homegirl, Imani Goodson, you know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Imani Gooden. Like, she does R&B, man. Like, yo, check out her album. Yeah, I will be plugging a couple of R&B soul motherfuckers albums. The first one, really, I should be plugging Stephanie Gale's album, Songs for V.
Songs about V.
Yeah. So, sorry, Songs about V, and it's not for vagina. You know what I'm saying? It's not for a vagina.
People always laugh when I tell them the title.
Oh, I thought it was for vagina.
Every time. Or they snicker. They're like, no, it's someone. No, it's an actual name. I'm just not going to say the name.
Yeah, so like that, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not saying this because I'm like me and Steph been friends for a long time. I'm saying this because this is the actual truth. Like that album is so fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if I didn't know Steph, and you're welcome, most definitely. If I didn't know Steph, and I listened to it, I was like, yo, who this? You know what I'm saying? And when I listened to it, my favorite song on it is Venus, personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like it has a Caribbean. Yeah, it has a bit of a Caribbean vibe and thing. You know what I'm saying? And we need to do a remix. I want to sing like Bears Hammond on it.
Yeah, well, when you listen to the album itself, it has a lot of Caribbean. It has a lot of touches of Caribbean sounds and genres in it. Because I did that intentionally too, because it's part of the story in itself. When you listen to the album, it's an entire story. So yeah, there are little Easter eggs and little elements in there that you can catch as you're listening to the story. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Like it's on all streaming platforms and shit. But I prefer you go to Bandcamp so you get it straight out there.
Yeah,
You
go to Bandcamp, support artists directly. Yeah, we would all appreciate that. Me, Adviz, lyrics. Yeah, support us on Bandcamp.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like he would support Famous Ramos, whatever the fuck he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't on Bandcamp, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I take PayPal, Cash App. I'll put it up in the description right here.
Actually, you can support him by running up my video Vulnerable, which he directed. Yes,
that's a
so
fact.
you can support him in that way. Show him a lot of love, and in employee services as well, because he did an amazing job. That was my very first music video, and he did my thing. He did his thing. So
Famous Ramos on Vampire Pornhub.
I'm not on Pornhub. I'm on OnlyFans, and they only feed. Okay? So.
Wait, you don't drink blood on camera? Because that'd be a moneymaker. I'm telling you right now.
No, sometimes I trickle on my feet a little bit so people can get a taste. But nah, it's gonna cost a lot more money for other things to happen on camera.
So all right, guys.
My request. He'll run down the numbers for you.
Ed, I know you wanted to say something real quick.
Oh yeah, no. What I was gonna tap in with you and say that was my experience with Steph is when I heard Steph's voice, because I didn't know Steph before. I mean, shouts out to you as well. But yeah, the first time I heard Steph, it was on, of course, Bop Alloy. And after that, I was like, who's this third person that's singing so like beautifully in the background? Like I had to figure it out, and then that's when I stumbled upon it. I was like, oh, Steph Sapphic. So EP, I was like, oh, let me check this out. And I was like, oh yeah, I was rocking that for a good while. And then, eventually when I was like, I met Stan, and then I got to meet Marcus, I was like, yo, I still need to meet Steph. And then this just happened to work its way through here. So I mean, I'm grateful. And then that's how I got to meet you too, Lyrics.
Yeah, that's kind of same. It's kind of similar how I met Steph. Like I saw Steph in 2007. Me and my boy Andrew, we had a show called the One Love Infusion Showcase, and what was it? The fuck was? Oh yeah, Bowery, some shit. I forgot. What the fuck was that spot? Like, what's going on?
Bowery Ballroom. I think it was the Bowery Ballroom.
No, Mr. Shinobi. By the way, Hennessy Williams, that's a joke. The vampire thing. I am not a vampire, or do I think I'm a vampire? It's just a running joke, and we're just rolling with it.
Yo, that's the fact. Yo, Bowery Poetry Club or some shit like that. Like, I think that's what it was, Bowery Poetry. Yeah. So anyway, 2007, I saw Steph. The first song I saw her do was a joint that Illuminous did. It was featuring Purple Haze and Steph. And
I still gotta find that joint, man.
I've never heard Illuminous spit like that on some. It was on some super freaky sex shit. I was like, yo, my nigga.
Little Kim could not compare. Could not.
Yeah.
Could never.
If
you hear those verses, could never.
For some reason,
the nastiest verses to this day.
For some reason, my nigga, like when I heard that, I swear I was already halfway drunk during that night anyway. So I was ready to try to holler at something. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple of friends of artists and shit that I was trying to, hey, what's good? But we ain't gonna talk about that. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, yeah. And then she was singing with Stan. And I remember I was like, yo, she mad dope. So I'm like, but the thing was, I didn't have time to, talk to Steph because I was so busy between my performance and me just, like running around making sure everybody good. I just didn't have time to talk to Steph. And it wasn't until after, like, I was on Facebook with Stan, and I was like, yo, son, I had this song. I need somebody for the hook, son. Like, I need a good R&B singer. And he was like, yo, I got somebody for you, son. Talk about Steph. And me and Steph, we vibed on a whole different level from music. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no similarities to us like that, man. Just I'm a crazy motherfucker. She's real cool and shit. And then we just meshed. You know what I'm saying? Like alcohol and good stories. You know what I'm saying? And like just like
good food. Good food.
Yeah, good food. You know what I'm saying? And great fucking
You gotta soak up the alcohol.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's just
I already knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yo,
we are not on that energy. That is not
we need to keep that shit, my nigga. We need to show that one part at like every episode just cause. Like, yo.
Oh my.
Oh man. Yo, I love that shit. Yo, anywho, like, yo, like man. Yeah, like Steph, like I said, man, not really, we don't do dick riding here on Randumb Thoughtz, but like, I will, give acknowledgement where it's due. Like Steph is
none of us
one of the coolest singers out there, man, and that's real shit. So if
Steph,
like, I don't do dick riding. Like,
you took it the extra mile. You took it the extra mile.
I did. The opening was.
Yeah, multiple.
That's what she said. That. But yeah.
But yo, let's jump into it, y'all, man. I got some questions for you guys, man. So I'm gonna play the game show host here. Really, it's not a game show, just asking questions. And because I feel like this particular topic here is very important because I used to have when these new soul artists came out, I had a problem with them cussing so much in their songs because I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 80s, 90s, even early 2000s, R&B soul, even though it changed, it evolved through time, it still had this one thing. I mean, at least in mainstream, that one formula that they followed, with the exception of a couple of songs and shit, passable songs. Shout out to Marvin Cease, for Candy Liquor, and Clarence Carter for Stroking, and Minnie Riperton for many nasty songs, and Betty Wright for Tonight Is the Night. It wasn't no cursing. She was explaining the first time, getting some pipe, you know what I'm saying, and seeing how the shit feels. And we appreciate those nasty sex songs because without them, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So, I really thought Candy Liquor was about actual candy. I didn't know it was about eating cookies. You know what I'm saying? So that actually taught me some lessons.
And
can we talk about Pull Up to My Bumper, Grace Jones?
Yeah, let's do that. No, that's not Johnny Taylor, bro. Like, it's not John. It's Marvin Cease. Okay, Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor was more blues. You know what I'm saying? But okay, cool. We can put. He did some soul joints. You know what I'm saying? Man. Yeah, Backdoor Man. That's. I think that was about anal sex, right?
That was about who again?
It was about anal sex, right? Like Backdoor Man.
Oh, it was about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was about anal sex.
Yeah, it was about that.
Yo.
That would be the appropriate response.
Yo, what the fuck we be doing, man? Yo,
Usher's good kisser, and we know what a good kisser is.
Yeah, like Usher. Usher, I just saw this man.
It's not about kissing. Let's just put it that way.
Well, no, I think the original song is good. Some shit I forgot what it was.
That's the original song, Good Kisser.
Oh,
but it's innuendo for.
I think it's like Good Liquor or some shit. I think he meant the. I think you saw getting some head or something on that one. But anyway, listen. The thing is, when it comes to soul music, right? I'm used to songs because like my mother used to play the shit out of songs. Like I'm used to hearing Luther Vandross, Karen White, Freddie Jackson, Betty Wright's clean songs like No Pain, No Gain. My mother used to pump that shit every day. Yo,
the Anita Baker Rapture album.
Yeah,
that was everyone's cleaning album.
Yeah, true.
Like Karen White. Karen White's Superwoman, like
yeah.
Oh, not just. My mother used to play that shit every day. So I'm like, yo, mom, like, yo, I know what a Superwoman is. Can we play some other shit? Then she want to play MC Hammer. Like, come on, man. Like,
my personal favorite Karen White song was Secret Rendezvous. That was my joint.
Shout out to MC Hammer, by the way. But I'm just saying, man. Like, damn, son. Like, the OJs. Yeah, man. Like, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
We can go all the way back, man. The original, Mr. R&B was Sam Cooke. He's the one he was like the first real R&B superstar.
Yeah,
he came out from that tent revival circuit. That's where R&B came from. It was born out of gospel. So you had people like Sam Cooke and Benny King and
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, the Four Tops and the Tim. Everyone that came out of that circuit, what they call the Chitlin circuit.
The Chitlin, yep.
Yeah, all those, even all the rock stars that came out of there, Little Richard and Howlin' Wolf and Bo.
We can never forget Otis Redding.
Otis Redding, yeah. All those people came out of the Chitlin circuit. The Spinners, yep. They were signed Motown first.
Mm-hmm.
The
Stylistics, yep. The Whispers.
The Honeycombs.
All those folks.
The Honeycombs.
The Honeycombs, yeah.
The Honeycomb niggas. All that.
The Manhattans. We can go all the Dramatics, right? Who's the one that did the ones that did
we named
it Temptations already? At all?
I said the Temptations.
Man, come on. Who can forget the fucking Temptations, man?
Oh, what about this dude?
Mr.
Big. Mr. Big, what's his group?
Talking Isley Brothers?
The Isley Brothers. They came out. Yes, they also came out of the
Chitlin circuit. You mean Ron Isley, man? This nigga said Mr.
Big. His name is Mr. Big. That's why he called himself in the 2000s and the late 90s, right?
How
what
you know
the
my
hell
name,
is going
son?
on between the sheets in my home?
Bobby Womack, you know what I'm saying? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Don't have me stop. I will do some Grammy Award winning shit in this bitch. Stop, man. Like, yo,
you're gonna put the camera back and start doing some dancing for us.
You motherfucker! I might do it.
Snap. Like that.
But you see the correlation, right? All of those. You listen to their music, you can hear the gospel influence.
Why did we didn't say James
in their R&B?
Hey, yo, John Logic said the Ransom Union.
Yeah,
is the Chitlin circuit.
He said the Ransom Union is the Chitlin circuit for podcasts.
Oh my!
Wow, I love it.
That means we're gonna be great. We're gonna be great.
Yes, we are. We're gonna be legendary.
Stevie Wonder.
Yep. Came out of that circuit as well. Yep.
That's a fact. You
had all those folks that started at those, gospel revivals where they would have the tents up and they would go to those small towns and they would perform. They would do, the gospel songs, but then they would convert some of those gospel songs into R&B songs, make them a little more secular. So, yeah, that circuit was the birthplace of R&B.
Yeah, man, like
for a lot of those folks too.
Yeah, I mean, like there's many.
We know you were being serious, John. We know.
What Kennedy saying? Kennedy said
it's an honor.
Yeah, he said Smokey Robinson was R. Kelly on steroids. He wrote all Motown shit already. We call him the Smoke.
Yo, my man, you gotta be careful with throwing around R. Kelly's name so loosely, because I'm glad you cleaned that up with the songwriting and all that, because we don't want him. Smokey Robinson is not associated with all the other things that R. Kelly did. I'm just putting that out there.
I mean, but this is Randumb Thoughtz and we talk shit. So I mean, like,
we just had to make that clear.
Let's talk about
the songwriting. What's up, Tiffany? What's going on?
No, but all right, boom. So let's get to the questions, guys, real quick. Let's get to the questions because we on the time with it. So, guys.
Yep.
We're gonna start with you, Abdiz.
Of course.
In your mind, and this is for all three of you guys, but we're gonna start with Ab real quick. Compare soul music then to now, in your thoughts. What do you think is like different between soul music back then, soul music that, like, I guess, that we all grew up to know, and the soul music of this generation?
I know the first thing for sure I would think is, of course, production wise, because a lot of it has to be modernized to, you know, to the sound. The other
Yeah.
thing I can think of, and to your point about the lyrics, like a lot of the lyrics are a lot more. I'm not gonna say abrasive. It used to be a lot more subtle back way when it sounded like literally when they was talking about a love song, it was a song like really you was feeling the love versus now it's just kind of like, oh yeah, let's do this, bang this out, boom, 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 get done. Like some of the stuff I listen to. I'm not saying that all of it is, but I don't really listen to a lot of soul of now. But back then, like it it had a chord that like you can like you feel it, like that's why they call it soul music, like you can really feel it. For me nowadays it's a lot more just very melodic, and it's like the song is cool but it doesn't have much of a lasting impression like a lot of soul music for me personally back way when, because for me Donny Hathaway is my favorite soul singer, like for me personally. And when I would listen to his stuff, like it literally would I'm not gonna say it brings me to tears, but it definitely just hits me here every time I hear like certain songs. Like for me, Someday We'll All Be Free is like my top like favorite song from Donny Hathaway. But now, yeah, I'm not too sure. Like it's hard for me to figure out like who's considered in that the R&B soul genre. So maybe y'all can tell me.
Well, I could tell you, like I said, Summer Walker. You have SZA. You have Janae Eiko. You have her. I think her is like one of the like I have a crush on her, by the way. Her is one of the like the dopest R&B artists ever. I just heard her album. What was it, the recent one? Like I this one song that she got called Cheat Code, which is like, yo, it reminds me, I swear, it reminds me of like a Refugees song. I don't know if Jerry Wonder had anything to do with the production or whatever, but like it reminds me of a Fugees joint, man. And it gives me that Fugees feel. It gives me that back in the day, late 90s feel. And
have you heard her stuff with Robert Glasper?
Yeah, matter of fact, what is it? She has a track with Robert Glasper and what's her name? Michelle Indagello.
Indagio Cello.
What?
Yeah.
Indagio Cello. Michelle.
Yeah,
Indagio
her. Michelle Indagio Cello and shit. Like her. Like she got a song with her and all that. So like I think it's called Something to Imagine. Was it? Oh, it was Better Than I Imagined. That song is super dope. You know what I'm saying? That Robert Glasper, man, one of the dopest producers of our time. One of the most slept on, like, you know, music, you know, minds, you know, like as far as soul music and shit is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the
like
dopest.
quiet. Yeah, he's quietly in like some of the greatest like R&B and hip hop albums of this modern era. Like we can go back to Voodoo because that's where he really got to start with D'Angelo.
And
the Voodoo
that's my
album
favorite fucking soul album.
So many amazing people came out of that album. Like Angie Stone wrote like half the album. If you look at the liner notes, you wrote a lot of them.
That's the Soul Aquarian thing, right? That was a whole Soul Aquarian.
Yeah, Soul
Aquarians.
Yeah, Raphael Sadiq is probably one of the greatest songwriters. In
my boy,
in modern times right now, he gets slept on like a moth.
That's a Cali. He's from Cali, right?
Raphael Sadiq? He's from Southern California.
Yeah, like
he does your coast right. Does your coast right, man.
All right, yo. Speaking of,
he wrote stuff for Beyonce's album, for the Renaissance album.
Yeah, speaking of Beyonce, that album is fucking that album is dope. Like, yo, I don't really fuck with Beyonce like that, but her music, I can't hate. Like, yo, for some reason when she in that fucking studio, she to this day she still puts down some of the best fucking music. You can say what you want about her in her personal life and like certain
collaborators. I think she has really good collaborators.
Yeah, I know. Like a couple weeks ago, like Ja said I was part of the Bayhive. I'm not part of the Bayhive. I do have a fair share of criticism when it comes to Beyonce because I know people that know her personally, and we're not gonna get into all that. But anyway,
where's your antennas?
I'm calling the Bayhive. That's it.
Back behind you.
I will say this though. Ever since the self-titled album that she came out with, she's been on a roll. And I'm going to say this right here now. That Renaissance album she just came out, Act 1, Nah, she's not overrated. You have to listen to that Renaissance album. She went off.
No, Kennedy. I get
back
what you
to
said.
like when she was young, Destiny. Like her vocals are insane.
Dog, I get what you're saying, but when it's time for Beyonce to put in that work, when it's time for her to put in that work, son, like she's she's unstoppable. Like she's one of those people that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to put her in like one of the greatest R&B soul, artists in during our time period. Yeah. Even now, you know what I'm saying? Like she's already a certified legend in the game. Don't even matter. Don't try to join the Bayhive now. No, I'm not.
You appreciate someone's work, and then suddenly
I'm not a Bayhive nigga. I'm not a Bayhive.
Or is it B?
I'm not a part of the B or the Bayhive.
Spelled B-E-Y like Bay.
Yo, you know what? I'm part of the Randos. All right, like yo, this is Team Randumb Thoughtz. Randumb Thoughtz. I'm part of Randos. I'm not part of no motherfucking Bayhive. But I have to give respect.
Tennessee. You haven't listened to that album. That album is amazing. And since we're talking about R&B and soul and where it went into that album. That album is amazing. And I don't say that about a lot of Beyonce stuff.
Steph, since we got you here,
are you on shrooms, dude? Nah, are you on? Nah, it's a fight. It's a fight, boy.
I don't know about that.
Nah, them's fighting words. I disagree. Sorry.
Hey,
I'm not a big fan. I can see that.
She is not Beyonce.
Steph, yeah. It's your turn. Can you answer the question? Like, yo, what do you think is the difference between R&B soul then and R&B soul now? I mean, what's the differences that you see in your own words?
Get your freak on.
The difference now between the R&B then and the R&B now, I think, well, songwriting is the first thing that comes to mind. I think back then, Aviz had touched on it. It was different. Like, I wouldn't say it was simple. To say it's simple is kind of that's not giving the lyrics justice, the work that was put into it. It came across as simple because I think at that time they were, the point was to sell records. But if you actually sat with the songs and listened to them, there was so many complex layers, involved with those lyrics. You sit down and it's like, oh, that's what that meant. It comes off like you hear one layer of it and it's like, okay, it's simple enough that I can digest the words. But then when you actually sit with it, it's like, oh, this ain't this. Oh, and then it's going into and then so there was a complexity to the lyricism back then, as opposed to now where I think it's a little more. And then I'm not saying that the complexity is not there in the lyrics today. It's just it comes off a little differently. I think R&B now is a little more verbose in a certain sense, depending on which artist it is. Yeah. I think when you talk about like a Kalani or like a 7th Streeter or someone along those lines, of Bryson Tiller, like you said, I think it's a little more verbose. I don't think it's less complicated. I think they focus more on other aspects of it. Like I think they've taken from hip hop as far as like riding the beat and finding different rhythms and rhyme schemes in regards to that. So I think it's fused a little bit more with R&B and vice versa. So I think therein lies the difference. Whereas back then it was like, I'm singing this song, but I'm singing it with feeling and not necessarily putting a lot of emphasis on, weaving through the track, like syncopated rhyme schemes and such. You know what I mean? So I think there in that aspect it's a little different. But I think the aim is still the same. Like some people would say, R&B these days is, very sexualized, but even back then the R&B was sexualized too. Like the blues and the jazz and all of that was sexualized. It just back then it was more innuendos.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit more on the nose and a little bit more direct. But you still have songs like the song that Her did with Skip Marley, the Slow Down, like let's take
I
our
love that
time.
song.
That song is amazing. Like talking about let's get to know each other, let's find each other on a deeper level, like going back to that. Like that song is beautiful.
And she also did a song called Smile, WizKid featuring her. Like that joint is that's a positive song or whatever, like with no cussing or whatever. I like that song. Like that song was dope. It gets me in a good mood. Like
Yo,
I'm dead serious. Like
no, I was laughing at Tiffany brought up Luther, and I every time I think of Luther Vandross, I think of it. People,
some Luther Vandross,
right?
A little Juanita.
Here's the thing about Luther.
Even
though.
Jamie Foxx. Shout out to
Even
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Yeah, even Jamie
That's
Foxx.
Jamie
Yeah, definitely quality R&B.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, it's funny when I think about Luther Vandross though, everyone says, "Oh, Luther makes baby making music." He said, "Wait, once they took the heroin out of the song." They put
Yo,
the scissor,
chicken and beef, you ate
lean,
shit, bro.
they put
You
the
are
lean
not
in
shit
instead.
that.
Oh man.
Yo,
No,
and
it's
did you just do the
Percocet.
sniff sound?
Mind
Like,
the
yo,
Percocet.
I agree. R&B has been influenced by hip hop. And you know what? And, yo, Eric, we're gonna get to you in a second. I just want to say, give Bryson Tiller a lot of credit, a lot of respect, and I say this for one reason: he is and always will be known as the creator of trap soul. I think with Bryson Tiller, the shift has completely like the R&B genre has completely shifted to a whole nother level with Bryson Tiller coming out with that song "Don't."
That's
Yeah.
Don't was the complete 360 to R&B. You know what I'm saying? The soul, really the soul music, because he came out with a different type of soul, even though it was cussing and he was talking more about like more sexualized shit. It's like, yo, listen, like it like, yo, dog, you can ride out, get smoked out, and actually like fuck and make love to this song with no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to give a big shout out to Bryson Tiller for that "Don't" song and for the creation of trap soul. He should get recognized much more, but you know, a lot of motherfuckers, man, they got short attention spans nowadays and shit. And you know, Champy said niggas drinking lean and they went down bad. All these sleepy talk R&B with no real vocals. Wow.
I don't fully
only for some. Only for some.
Some, yes.
Only for some. But Eric, I'm gonna ask you the same question, bro. Like in your opinion, what is the difference between R&B then and R&B now?
Well, I feel like they were more focused. Well, more on like groups back then. We were talking about a bunch of groups. I think during the 90s and 2000s there was that kind of influx of it in R&B, but then it kind of went away in a big way as of lately. And I don't know it. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I think of course, there's probably space, but I don't think it could go as well as it did. Maybe like till like the early 2000s was kind of like the last of it. I'm right. I'm done thinking time period. Like there was some good like groups. You can say like, you know, backing groups, but then haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything. Anybody can, you know, correct me. But
they're not a lot of groups now. I mean, the last big group that we've had was Silk Sonic.
But how long ago was that?
Yeah, that was literally like less than 2 years ago.
No, but we're talking. But that's more of like a duo. I'm talking about like
it's still a group.
You can call it a group, but is it more?
No, it's more. Sonic is an actual band. It just has Bruno Mars and
Anderson .Paak.
But it's like
another R&B.
But it's still an R&B. They're more funk than anything else.
They are R&B.
But that's R&B. But Anderson .Paak is more funk. Like overall, for the most part, he's more funk, like himself. So I think.
So is Bruno Mars. Like that 24 Karat Magic album.
He switches up though. He's be switching up between different types of music. If you look at him, like when he started and where he is right now, is like every album is kind of like a different genre. I think he went through the decades, but he kind of flipped it. He did 80s first, I think, and he went to the 70s, I guess he's going some point to 90s. I don't know. He's a little.
Well, I mean, Doo-Wop and Hooligans was more, I don't know, 50s and 60s to it in a sense.
So he's all over the place, but he's
all over.
Almost like different like decades or different genres.
But let me tell you something. When these guys put on a show, oh man, like yo, I like as far as R&B artists, I'm not really too big on getting tickets for shows and shit like that. But if I were like my top five motherfucking R&B artists that I would get tickets for shows, I'll tell you like this. And this is the next question to you guys too. Number 5, Mint Condition. Number 4, Music Soul Child. Number 3, Bruno Mars. Number 2, Innocent Paak. Number 1, Silk Sonic. Together.
I'm gonna say this.
I've seen honorary mention her because I have a crush on her, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, so yeah.
I've actually seen Music Soul Child in concert. Yeah, just stick to the albums. I'm sorry.
Don't take food out of the man's mouth. What are you trying to do? Trying to ruin him?
Right, so, gonna make him go.
He was there with I saw him with Layla Hathaway. Layla Hathaway is amazing in concert.
That's another one too. That's another one. Like
I will say this, Music Soul Child's band and his backup vocals, amazing.
Yeah.
Him.
Well, maybe he just had an off. He had an off day that day. Like yo, you said
human.
It was Thanksgiving, bro.
We're all human. We're all human stuff. We're not like superhuman like you, okay? We mess up sometimes.
When you're still trying to like do the and you know your voice is messed up, what are you doing? What are you doing? Back off. Just keep it simple. All
right, so Steph, since we got you here, I'm gonna go first with you. Oh wait, hold on a second. Chicken Beef. Her Too Young for You lyrics. You gotta relax. Wow, bro. Wow. Can we say HATER? Hater. Hating ass. Anyway, Tennessee. Yeah, music is that nigga. Yeah. Hey yo, Chicken and Beef.
Jasmine Sullivan is amazing. You know what?
Hold on. I hope somebody tie you up and force feed you chicken foot soup, motherfucker. That's what that now. Now, anyway.
Yeah, have plenty of bad days.
I will say this: Jasmine Sullivan is amazing in concert. I saw her one day too. Cinco de Mayo. I saw her with Neo. That dude, Neo is amazing in concert too.
Oh yeah,
that's a dude. That's a dude you have to see.
Well, speaking of which, guys, Steph, all right, boom. Who's your top 5, right? For you to see in concert, like if you had enough money to see 5 artists live in concert, and there's only 5, and an honorable mention, who would you go see?
Well, I already saw one. I saw Earth, Wind, and Fire when I was a teenager. I'm so glad I was able to see them. Shouts out to the DAR Constitution Hall in DC. I went with my mom and my uncle Warren, rest in peace. And that was an amazing show. I had a chance to see Stevie Wonder. That would be my number 1 for sure. I had a chance to see him, but my sister's birthday was coming up, and I told my dad, like, hey, just give my ticket to my sister. I know that's a big sacrifice.
Your sister must love you because he doesn't perform anymore, right? He was the last time before we talked.
He retired. Yeah, he retired from.
Hopefully, he goes back to Vegas at some point. Maybe you can catch him then
and do a residency. Yeah, that man's like 70. What is he? 72 years old.
He's still having kids, man. His last.
I know he has like 10 kids right now.
He's actually like 2 years old. That man is not stopping. He can sing. He's fucking right.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
He put out like 3 tracks during the pandemic.
Exactly.
Yeah, he put out 3 songs, one with Busta Rhymes on it.
All you gotta do is sit down and sing, all right?
Rhapsody was on it. Who else? Corday was on it. Like, it's a go-go track too. That's the other thing.
And he also did a song with PJ Morton and Nas also on PJ Morton album.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
He still comes out and burns up the booth. But I would love to see him in concert. I would love to see Silk Sonic. I would love to see them individually too. Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. That would be great. Mint Condition, they come over to this area all the time. I would love to see Mint Condition live as well.
Mint Condition, baby. Yeah.
My sister has been to many of their concerts. She loves Stokely.
They always
he's like
up
my
here in
top
New York,
five. He's like my top five like most favorite artists of all time, like R&B.
You know, he got a singles album out.
Yeah. I've heard it. I've heard his singles. They're great.
No, I'm talking about he has a singles album, like just with him.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh,
he's been doing solo stuff for a while now.
Really? I only know one album. Like he has one full album by himself. Like
I'm gonna look into that, but he's been putting out solo tracks for a few years now.
Well, yeah, like solo songs. But I'm talking about he has a full length Stokely album.
Right.
Like,
yeah. And well, it's time for him to get paid. He's been, giving his money out to all the members of Mint Condition. So, time
matter of fact,
to get his bread that he deserves.
I'm gonna get back to you. Matter of fact, check out this song called Organic. Stokely Organic.
Okay.
Trust me, you guys will not be disappointed, man. On all streaming platforms. Yo, Stokely.
Also another underrated artist. Like Stokely's amazing. Dang, who will round out number 5? That's a good one. Ugh. I kind of, sorta. Maybe you go on honorable mentioning Chris Brown. I'd be interested in seeing his. Eric's like, oh no, oh my god.
Yeah, I fuck with Chris Brown.
For a number of reasons. Not only that, the main reason that the number of reasons.
I just want to see him as a performer. I think
he's a really good dancer. I gotta admit that he's a really good dancer. But did he take that from Genuine? I don't know. That's
shit.
Nah, he took that from a lot of people. Michael, Usher. I've seen Raphael Sadiq in concert. I saw him for free.
That was gonna be number one.
And I was front row center.
You talking about in the airport in Terminal 5? I missed that one.
I went to Central Park. Wow. I went to Central Park. I was front row center with the press. I was in the press's box watching Raphael Sadiq. He came up to me, started pointing.
Why was he pointing
at the time? She was screaming, like Brian McKnight is great.
You did some stuff? Why are you pointing at you?
Why
you fucking with Raphael Sadiq?
I did.
No, we're gonna have problems.
Famous Ramos. Now we gonna get to you, bro. If you had money to see 5 artists, okay?
R&B
what 5?
Right?
Yeah, exactly. R&B artists. What 5 R&B artists, and even one mention, if you got to mention, an honorable mention, what 5 in an honorable would you go see?
I'm gonna try to get to this fast. We already stated one, Raphael Sadiq. I love fucking Raphael Sadiq. Like,
yes,
it's no. That's what's up.
Miguel definitely.
Yes. Oh, that's my number 5. There you go.
Who else? This is hard, man, because there's so many people. Stevie Wonder's not gonna perform anymore, but if he performed, definitely want to see him. Key in Life, fucking awesome album. And Stephanie, we ever talked about the album. What's the album? The one with the plant in it? I forget. Damn it.
The Secret Life of Plants.
Very good album.
That album is so underrated. Underrated.
Shit. You know what? Lately, like I finally understood this artist, and I really want to see them. One day I was in work and had my Pandora on, and then I heard SZA, and I was like, I finally get her. I never got understood her really. I felt like she was always kind of like a not fake, but like a weird kind of reflection of an old music that I didn't understand. But then I heard this one song, I was like, yo, this is some fucking good music. So definitely throw her in the mix.
You said SZA?
Yeah, definitely SZA. I think she's very underrated. I think she has a lot more to her than people give her credit for, and I think she should be bigger than she is. Shit. I did 4, right? Number 5. Shit.
Oh, Tiffany got a 5. She got 5. Is that it, Eric?
Well, we're gonna throw in the man, the legend, Little Richard. I know he's more like rock and roll, but I mean he's originated godfather of that kind of style. So you can't. I don't feel like none of this would exist without Little Richard. So give Little Richard his flowers. Give him his flowers. All right.
Emancipator.
Tiffany said Monica, Jessie J, Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel, that nigga ain't no soul nigga, man. Like, yo, Peter Gabriel.
Who's that, Peter Gabriel?
Yo, stop playing with me, man. Like, yo, Peter Gabriel ain't no soul nigga.
That's
Jamiroquai. That's your Jamiroquai in there.
Yeah, Jamiroquai would be.
No, you get minus points for saying Peter Gabriel. Like, he a random thought. He a rock nigga. He ain't no soul nigga, man. Fuck out of here. Anyway,
can we shout
out Rod Stewart? Can we say Rod Stewart?
Peter Gabriel.
Rod
fucking
Stewart.
Gabriel.
I know I'm fucking around, but I'm serious about these guys.
Nah, but he's not.
Jasmine Sullivan and Anita Baker. Like, that's her 5. Hey, yo, Ed. Who? Like I said, like I was asking everybody else. If you had money to go see 5 R&B artists and an honorable mention, who would you like? Whose tickets would you go get? Who would you go see?
Man, y'all had a whole grip of good ones. So some of them are repeats.
I love Brandon.
For me. Earth, Wind, and Fire for sure. I still definitely want to see Earth, Wind, and Fire. If Stevie Wonder did, sure wanted to see Stevie Wonder. Another person that popped into my head as we were speaking, because I'm thinking of people I was really listening to. Life Jennings. I actually would want to go see Life Jennings. Actually,
yeah, I've
seen him once. I did see him once.
That's a tough one.
Dope artist, bro.
Yeah, I would love to see Life Jennings. If I could get this combination because they were on a song together, then I would have them as a combination. Would be Anthony David and India Ari.
Yeah, Anthony David's dope. India is dope too.
Nice.
I would get them. So wait, so that's 1, 2. That was 4, and then for a 5th, there's so many other people that I was like thinking of that I just want to add into here.
Can I resurrect somebody and bring and put on my list?
See, if we was doing that
Prince.
Whole
can I put Prince on my list? Come on, you gotta get.
If that
Prince.
was,
you gotta get. You know what? I put Prince as an honorable mention.
All right,
because he really is an honorable mention.
No, but he's dead. I'm resurrecting him, right? I'm resurrecting.
You put Little Richard in there too. Little Richard is.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us.
Hologram, both holograms. Okay. The hologram shit.
Yo, who's your 5th one, Ed?
I would agree. If we're bringing it back, then of course I would have put Prince there. I agree. And then my honorable mention, and it's gonna happen sometime soon. And this person is here. I want to see Stephanie Gale.
Hey,
I want to see Stephanie as well.
First of all, I would love to go back to California. Yeah, I loved performing at California. Of course, that's where I met V in San Diego. And that was like one of the best shows I've ever done. So I would love to go back to California, LA in particular, because you're closer to LA.
Yeah.
So I would love to go to LA.
Yo, Josh said y'all hit the Gregory Porter. Hell yeah, man! Yeah. Like he makes beautiful soul music, man. Like and jazz. Like he's a mixture of soul and jazz. In my perspective, like you know. Yeah, like he makes like artistry, soul music and shit. Like I fucks with Gregory Porter, man. Like y'all fuck with Gregory Porter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's great. You know who else is great in concert? Who's super dope? And then we didn't mention. I've seen her a couple of times. Erykah Badu.
Oh yeah,
that is a show you need to see.
You know what the show you're gonna see? Instagram. Go on Instagram and just watch anything she puts up. Yo. She a trip, man. She a real trip.
I got it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Gladys Knight was also really good. I got to see Gladys Knight.
Oh, that's dope.
I have one more question for you guys, and y'all need to really think about this one, man, because we're just having fun with this. You know what I'm saying? If you guys had a budget, right, to put together a soul concert, who would y'all pick as the opening acts? And as the main act, like the who was it? The fuck, and I did show
headliner.
Who would you guys get as the opening act? And like you got six artists. And Steph, go. You got to pick 5.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I was writing in the comment section.
Steph, you're a promoter. What are you gonna put on stage?
Steph, if you were an R&B promoter, you had to have 6 R&B artists, right? 5 openers and a headliner. Who would you put together? And this got a dead or alive, but they got to be R&B song. Who would you put together?
Wow, that's a deep question.
Okay.
Wait, dead or alive? You said
dead or alive.
Okay. Well, again, I would definitely put. Man, Jesus Christ. I would put Stevie Wonder, of course, as the headliner. That would just be super dope. I'd probably put Charlie Wilson as like the last opener.
The headliner. The headliner, right? Or the last opener.
Oh, he would be the last opener. Stevie is the headliner.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, Donnie Hathaway, I put in there. Man, who else? Whew. Maybe Ari Lennox. I'd throw in there. You know, throw some ladies up in there. Denise Williams, I would throw in there. And I'm trying to think. We got to add someone a little more upbeat. I know, gotta have that balance. Damn. Wow. That's a.
What about you?
Yeah, I can round that out. Yeah, I'll do that.
He's like, what about
Yeah, I'll throw myself in there. Why not?
You're the headliner?
No.
Nah, I'm an opener. I don't compare to
You gotta be
Stevie.
cocky, Steph. You gotta be, you know what? Fuck them niggas. This is me, B. Me, and headlining me. Fuck out of here. So like,
I would be just humbled and honored to be in the presence of all those people. Like I'm soaking in all you all's glow, and people are gonna be looking at me too. I'm cool with that. I'll stay humble. I don't need to be cocky in the presence of all those folks. So yeah, those would be my people, I think.
cool. Yo, add this. I asked you the same question, man. If you had the budget for 6 R&B artists, 5 openers, and a headliner, who would you pick? What would your show be like?
I'm laughing at Kennedy's response.
What?
He said, fuck all that. I'd be like, I love me.
Cocky motherfucker, boy. Yo, Tennessee Williams,
I love
man.
that energy, though.
Yo,
I love that energy.
You got the Randumb Thoughtz quote of the week right there. So like, I love me. That's it. That's some real cocky shit right there.
Yeah.
Man. Yo, I was thinking what's
DJ
it?
Morton.
Morton? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I know the pressure's on, baby.
Nah, since it's popping in my head, I'm just gonna say Earth, Wind, and Fire being the headliner, and then I started thinking about Frankie, Beverly, and Mace, like the group. Started thinking about them as well. And if we were thinking, who else will I end up putting on there? Because there's so many other people.
You only have one headliner, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about now. This is opening acts. I'm talking about. Like I already know. I'm not like putting all of them was all stacked up in there together. You know, you could just do a Tony reunion in there too if you wanted to for some of them in there. Because like we're trying to get people in there.
Where you gonna throw this?
I'm going to that show. I'm going to that
show.
Yeah.
Yo, we in Cali. We in that bitch. Fuck out of here.
And then we probably have to round it out with some more new folks. So I wouldn't know, but y'all saying her is dope, so I'm gonna put like her could be in there as well too.
In there. Yep.
Dang, it's just so many are popping in my head, and it's like trying to round all of that out. Man, I don't want to waste any more time, but then I'll probably just placate and put some more folks in there. But like those are the main ones popping in my head right now. And then of course, we'll add on. You know, Steph will come out with somebody else and do her thing as well. I'm trying to think.
I'll come out with Anderson .Paak.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we just do Silk Sonic coming along too. Yes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the bridge between the old and the new come together. That's what the whole idea of that one would be.
Who y'all came to see tonight? Yep. Come out with that.
Yes, sir. Ramos, if you had a budget for 6 artists, okay, 5 openers and a headliner, who would you pick?
Money for Black Magic, right? To bring him back on stage, and
he's a vampire. He can resurrect people. Go ahead.
I need a budget from Black Magic. They have to be in the budget, okay?
Gotta be in the budget. All right.
What was I gonna say?
I didn't say what the fuck the budget was, but okay.
It's your budget, so it doesn't matter. I think there's a lot of people like I would go see. I probably want to put them. I'm gonna try to mix it up a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna throw in we're throwing the Temptations there. We're throwing in for not as an opener though, because we can't put him as an opener. That'd be disrespectful. You gotta put him later down the line. I don't know if they're gonna be
headliner.
I don't know. I might put somebody else's headliner. We'll work it out. So Smokey Robinson, definitely throw him in there.
On Motown Review.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go hard in this shit. I mean, we're gonna go hard, go home. You know, who else? You know, I want to throw somebody from the '80s in there, so I think I'm gonna throw in I'm gonna throw in some Blackstreet, man. Why not? Fuck it, throw them in there. Nice. Get them hurting them around. They could open up. Yeah, we could open up with them. I mean,
they do put on a show too.
Yeah, I mean, Eric dropped off.
We already knew what happened.
Okay.
Your mic though.
Yeah, your mic is having issues too. Yeah.
I'm touching it. How about now?
Nah, it's that
staticky. You sound like got that robot static in the back.
Okay.
I guess they don't want that concert to happen. That's what's going on.
You hearing this?
Yeah, we can hear it. It's just it has like static sound to it.
We're working hard.
It might be the wire.
Yeah.
No, it might be the wire.
I'll be careful not to touch it. I'll be careful not to touch it.
How about now? All right.
What I say?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
All right. Well, here, let's see your list, my man.
Oh yeah, of course. Hop back in. Okay.
Johnny Gill, DMV's finest.
Yeah, Johnny Gill. You know what? There's so many, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I already threw shows and shit before, but if I had like to do an R&B show, I never throw an R&B show. So, but if I did, this would be my lineup. You know what I'm saying? So for the One Love Soul Showcase and shit, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do it, like that. Wait, were you finished, Eric?
Nah, I didn't finish. I think I did 3. I did. I was trying to recap it. I did Blackstreet. I put in Smokey Robinson. I did. What was the first one I put in? I think the Temptations, right? Well, shit. This is hard because I want to throw in the. You know what? Look, I'm gonna throw in some Miguel in there. He's not gonna be headliner.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
Bring us the mic out.
Yeah, the mic.
Yeah, take the mic out, bro. Cool.
Do your list, lyrics.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my list real quick, man. So, I'll be honest with you. I actually see these. I actually saw this act like a long time ago at SOBs, man, and they're one of my favorites R&B soul acts. Still, Kindred, the Family Soul.
Woo.
Yeah.
You know, I opened for them one time. That was amazing.
Yeah, my homegirl Maya Azuzena, she opened for them too. B, like that's where I met Maya actually. Shout out to Maya Azuzena. Shout out to them too. Like Kindred, like damn, like to see Steph do that. Yeah, but matter of fact, number 2, Stephanie Gale. You know what I'm saying? Out of sheer favoritism and the fact that she's bold as fuck. So,
I love it.
No, but like we had to do like a Venus remix or some shit. But anyway, listen. I'll get drunk and I'll sing with you on stage. So, but whatever.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. All right, my list. All right, Kendra the Family Soul, Stephanie Gale, Eric Roberson. All right. Yeah, Eric Roberson. I definitely I put my man Eric Roberson. Shout out to him. Foreign Exchange.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Her. I definitely put her in there because once again, yeah, y'all know how I feel about her. You know what I'm saying? Fucking chicken and beef.
See what y'all gonna say this time.
Who a hater? Kennedy, I'll read that in a second. And my headliner, whoo, Miss Lauryn Hill.
Ooh,
I have to do it.
That's a heavy hitter. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yo, y'all niggas ain't shit. Like, yo,
just right.
Yo,
Expect her to come 2 hours later.
Yeah. She might not want to. You know, she's gonna show up on stage, look around, and walk out, and you're like, what the fuck? That's what I did. I graced you with my presence.
She's doing it to pay off her debt. Come on now.
No, but I do. Like, yo, I always wanted to see Lauryn Hill perform live. Like, I'm dead ass. So it's like, yo, I would definitely have her as a headliner, because y'all don't understand the impact of 1998 and the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. To the, like,
of course we understand. We were there.
I was alive. I'm pretty sure I was alive.
That was high school.
I'm talking for those who either like who's watching this, who are either babies or who really weren't there. They were born a little after that time. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to college back in '98. Damn near 98% of the college had that album. Like, you went to everybody dorm room, nigga. You gonna see the miseducation of Lauryn Hill sitting on somebody's PlayStation or somebody's desk or some shit like that. Like, dog. Like, yo, niggas was bumping that album religiously from front to back. I'm not even joking. Like, yo, like that album, like, yo, when it comes to like R&B, soul, and just the mix of the hip hop or whatever, like, yo, I gotta give it to Lauryn Hill, man. Like, yo, she really, she got it, man. I wish I had a chance to see her live. You know what I'm saying, during that time, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Lauryn Hill definitely. You know what I'm saying?
It's Ms. Lauryn Hill now.
Sorry,
address her properly. Miss
Lauryn Hill. Miss Lauryn Hill.
Luxury is Miss Lauryn Hill.
And I do have an honorable mention. I would scrape the bottom of the fucking pile for this band. Mint Condition. I have to have Mint Condition, man. Like, yeah, like Mint Condition, like they live shows. Whoo! That's all I gotta say, man. They are, man.
Let's address. First of all, I wanted to get into those white R&B artists as well. First of all, yes, that's a nice list. What about what's his name? Bobby Caldwell. What about the Righteous Brothers?
What about Color Me Bad?
What about okay?
What about
Nose? Yeah,
what
I can give
the
them
average white man? What about Michael McDonald? What about the Doobie Brothers?
What
Clever,
about
LOL? Wow.
What about Christopher Cross? Let's go to that.
The original Chris Cross.
Come on, that album too. Everyone cleans to that album.
You hear me? The original Chris Cross.
The original Chris Cross. They're not white though. Oh, Sade was.
That's my baby mama number one. Sade.
Right. Is it a crime? That's my song right there.
Everything was the song we came out to for graduation. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, like any song on that Blood Clot album, son. Like, yo, my song was the shit with D'Angelo. Nothing even matters, son. Like that song. You can make love to, you can fuck to, you can roll trees and smoke to. Son, nothing even matters. Like, dog, you know how many, in college, you know, you got a bunch of horny motherfuckers in college. You know how many niggas was fucking in that goddamn song?
Especially
in college?
When Love and Basketball came out.
You know, one thing I have to
it went into overdrive after that.
I have to give credit to Lauren for that song, That Thing, because at least she acknowledged both sides of the coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In most songs, it was always one-sided, but she actually acknowledged that there is, a dichotomy for this shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No, you're 100% right.
So someone mentioned Willie Nelson too. Here's an interesting thing about Willie Nelson. He came out with an R&B jazz album in the 70s.
Yeah.
It was 77. He did a collab album with I think was it Grover Washington?
Oh,
It was Grover Washington Jr. Or no, it was oh man, the guy that did he was another jazz musician.
That's who I forgot. Maxwell.
Yeah, but Willie Nelson.
Oh shit! Of course, fucking Maxwell.
That was who was in my head for my fifth.
Maxwell,
but when you said Prince, it knocked out Maxwell. But Maxwell.
his first album like was like the big. It was like an event. Like he came out of nowhere, and he's like, you're absolutely right, man. That's something we should all be ashamed of ourselves.
He's another pioneer. He's another one.
There's so many.
We apologize to Maxwell. We really do. We apologize to Maxwell.
And shout out to Maxwell for not putting out the 3 albums he's supposed to put out. You know what I mean? I'm very upset about that. It's supposed to be Black something night, and then each one was supposed to right?
Black Midsummer's Night. Yeah.
So Black's Midsummer Night, Black Midsummer's Night, and then Black Midsummer's Night, and he never put out the last 2. What's going on?
He just put out a single.
Yeah, but
he might be coming out with it.
Taking a long time, man, dude.
You know he takes a while.
Bobby Simmons put me on the Maxwell.
5 or 6 years apart.
Hey, yo, Job. Bobby Simmons put you on the Maxwell? That's what's up. Shout out to Bobby Simmons.
Well, and then the other thing about Maxwell, a lot of people don't know about Maxwell. He's actually related to some activists in Haiti. So he has to be very careful about like how he presents himself, or that's why you don't know a lot about him, because a lot of his relatives, like a lot of them were killed off for being like political freedom fighters and things of that nature. So he has to be very careful about how he promotes himself, and that's why it takes him a while to come out as well.
Yo, Kennedy, you right. We would be here all day talking about soul music and shit, arguing and like laughing over this shit. Like, yo, but we gotta kind of cut this, Yeah, we gotta go with the final thoughts. So yeah. So like, yo, Steph, what's your final thoughts on this, man?
Man, I grew up on R&B. I come from a family of, R&B singers. Actually, y'all gonna make fun of me when I say this, but this is absolutely true. You can actually look it up. If you go on YouTube, Bo Diddley 1965, you can actually see my cousin singing backup for Bo Diddley. She was one of his original backup singers. Her name is don't do that. Don't do that.
I think you mentioned that once before, Steph. I think you mentioned it once before, and he got on you about that.
Yes, her name is Gloria Jolivet. She actually married Bo Diddley's nephew, Ricky. So he was in my family. Rest in peace.
Well, my dad, he actually knew a guy named Bo Diddley Jr. I don't know if that was his son or like
that was probably his son.
Huh?
That was probably his son, yeah.
Yeah, like Bo Diddley Jr. He was a good blues musician too. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bo Diddley Jr. whatever, and but like I had to give you that look like, oh well, here's another famous.
First of all, I have the proof. I have pictures with Gloria.
Like, you related to W.C. Handy. You related to Malcolm X. You related to like Bo Diddley's background.
I never said I was related to Malcolm X. I did say I was related to W.C. Handy, which is absolutely
no. But you doing this with the glasses and shit, like yo, we
okay. All you gotta do is look it up. What's the problem? Look it up.
You can I'm hating. Like why would I look it up?
You're related to a blues legend, so
my dad.
What are you hating for? So okay, so let me get my final thoughts up. Your hating ass. Anyway,
hate.
Now that's what I was thinking, Eric. I was thinking the same thing.
R&B is oh thanks, man. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, go on YouTube and look up Bo Diddley 1965. Of course, BB. You'll see my cousin there. She's the one with like the cheekbones, with the really, really like large cheekbones. That's my cousin Gloria Jolivet. Shout out to her, local legend here. Those are family cheekbones. But like R&B, first of all, it won't ever die. I don't think music will be the same without it. I don't think love making will be the same without it. I don't think slow dancing and just romance in general would be the same without it. Hip hop has its moments, but I don't think it can capture the magic and the beauty in a way that R&B and soul can. And I think the reason why, and I don't totally blame hip hop for this, because hip hop can become whatever genre it fuses with.
Yeah.
There's almost like the Kirby of music. It just
He consumes it.
Sucks everything up and just becomes
Pause.
whatever. Yeah. Thanks, Ab. But I don't think R&B will ever die.
You heard right here. Hip hop is Kirby. Hip hop is Kirby. Okay.
Sucking up the game.
Y'all about to hate
When you
motherfuckers,
play
man. Like,
Kirby,
go ahead, finish, man. Like, yo,
Sucking
shit,
it
man.
all up. Sucking it all up.
Somebody gonna
but-
make a meme, and it's gonna be all music genres on one side, and then hip hop with Kirby on the other side doing that motion. I know somebody's gonna do that.
And Kirby's gonna wear
That
some
would be dope.
Jordans. You gotta wear
Maybe I
some
should
Jordans.
do
Jordans.
Fucking haters.
right.
Nigga, you just have Jordans, and you have the
Gold
you have
chains.
gold chains, and the
I wasn't
hat,
going
either
with that,
forward or
man.
backwise.
I just said he was wearing Jordans, right?
With a backwards cap.
He's
the
naked,
backwards cap.
so the shoes will be fine with me. I'm not trying to go into stereotypes. Other than that one,
But R&B is here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's gonna evolve and be as great as it always has been. You'll still find great R&B. You just nowadays you have to look for it a little more because it's still ever present. You know, it's all over the place. But your taste of R&B is out there. So R&B forever. My final thoughts.
All right, Ramos, what's your final thoughts, man? Because
I'm gonna. Yo. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take lyrics space right here. So youngins, you gotta get up on your shit. Know where your shit came from. Listen to some good music. You'll be surprised. You might really like some old music. And the equivalent, read a book. You know what I mean? Basically, let's open your ears. Listen to some good music.
All right. That's it. Your final thought.
Yeah, that's my final thought. Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was a end of a sentence.
It was just a long pause after
I can keep going if you want. I keep talking.
Anyway,
that.
Avid, man, your final thoughts, man.
Final thought for that is I agree definitely with making sure you're cultured on what soul and R&B is, especially the origins, because then it just helps to know where it began and what was its mission then to where it is now. And I did hopefully this can go into a whole grip of another episode as well too, but we didn't get to dig deep what really happened. Like, was there a break in between? What, like, I know we touched on it just a little bit there, as well as since Steph is over here adding to her family tree collection over here on stuff too, I'm gonna put in a fun fact as well myself. Actually, one of the background singers for the Spinners went to my church.
Ooh.
So I got to meet him, and he sang in the choir all the time. His voice is dope as heck. But when I found that out, I tripped out and I started singing some of the Spinner songs right to him. And he's like, yep, was doing those right. I was like, wow. So yeah, I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Oh man. I started singing Such a Shame, started singing a whole group of other ones. Like,
oh
man,
wow.
I'll be there, all of that. Or I'll be
Please
around.
don't get it twisted. Adviz is still a heathen. So we just wanted to let you guys know.
That's when I did go to church. But if you want to know a little bit more, you can go back and check one of our other episodes about religion reloaded. You can go check that out. Figure some stuff out there. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I agree mostly with everybody that R&B and soul, it definitely has its place and it has a great influence.
You know what, guys? I just had an idea. We need to do an episode about the music business. Let's talk about that. I know that was some random shit. But I just thought about that shit. We seriously need to
Gerald Levert,
We need to seriously do an episode about the music business. I'm dead ass. But anyway,
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that was season 4 some shit. Anyway, guys, my final thoughts on this is this, man. Myself growing up, with a father that does music, you know what I'm saying? My father, he has all these pictures of motherfuckers, man, with B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland, even Johnny Taylor, I was heavily influenced with soul and blues because my father, he was a blues musician. Shout out to my father, man, Ray Shinnery. shout out to all the influences that I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? Like soul music, it's something that literally touches your soul, man. Like yo, like if you can really feel it, you know what I'm saying? Like it helps you get through the day, because to me, when it comes to music, it's like you found somebody that understands your pain, understands your happiness, your joys, your fuck ups through life. You know what I'm saying? Because you even got songs that talk about fuck ups through life. You know what I'm saying? And I like Jennings, man. Like I really feel like Jennings and shit. You know what I'm saying? That Must Be Nice joint.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that joint. You know what I'm saying? Soul music is something that you can feel, man. And like, yo, just guys, listen to the people that are underground on the way up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, these soul artists, they're the main reasons why I would like to help up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of hip hop and R&B soul acts that don't get to be heard because I don't know how to use the internet, or they feel that they've been in it for so long. What's the point? We ain't gonna see nothing, happening. So just fuck it, and then they go back to a regular 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. It's disheartening. You know what I'm saying? So do yourselves a due diligence, man, to support good R&B soul music, man. Help these people push their music to like greater heights, man. Like to some type of radio station that'll play them. You know what I'm saying? Because Hot 97 and Power 105.1, they ain't gonna play their shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's to their liking. You know what I'm saying? And like yo, just please support, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to every R&B soul artist that actually is worth a damn, that we didn't mention in today's show. You know what I'm saying? You are heavenly acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? And like who album is that stuff?
No, since you want to talk about My Family Tree, this is another R&B album. That's my cousin right there. She was signed Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Records, and this is a great R&B album. If you ever want to check it out, it came out in 2000. But exhale. Look at his face.
He knew it. He knew
Shameless plug, family plug, right?
Yeah, your final thought.
Nah, but yeah, Evander Holyfield had a record label, and they were part of that label. So I just wanted to throw that in there. This is Randumb Thoughtz after all. I'm just saying.
You know what? You're right. Like this is Randumb Thoughtz. But see, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like please support good music, man. Because you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who fall by the wayside because they don't have that support, man. Like, yo, show love, man. Like this hate shit and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? It like there's some people that can get past that and they end up becoming stronger for it. But there's other people that really need your support, man. Please support. You know what I'm saying? Support good R&B soul music, man. You know what I'm saying? Any way you can, especially on Bandcamp. Bandcamp, there's hella great people, hella great artists, man. I know this cat, Junie. I think he's from California. You know what I'm saying? He's a dope R&B soul artist, man. PJ Morton. You know what I'm saying? Like hella dope soul R&B soul artist.
Another person you would like lyrics. Her name is Cicely. She's from this area. I've spoken to her a few times. Dope artist. You need to check out her.
About it. Like she had a video out, right?
Yeah, she's had a couple of videos. Like Cicely is dope. She's like the Minnie Riperton or the Denise Williams of our time. Like she's amazing. Check her out.
Man. There's a lot of R&B soul artists I personally know that they still doing it. Like I said, Amani Gooden, check her out, man. Like her album's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like her shit dope. Her shit out. You know what I mean? Like yo, I can't really think of anybody else right now. But like I said, your cousin sister.
No, she's not. And that's not how you spell her name.
I think what it is.
Anyway, guys, it's time to wrap this episode of Random Thoughts up. But guys, join us next week. You know what I'm saying? When we will be talking about episode 3-9, modern day cartoons. All right. So join us next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Same bat time, same bat channel, 3 p.m. on here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please support, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, and to tell them again. So we're signing off for Famous Ramos, Adviz, Stephanie Gale. This is your boy, the LYR to the ICS Lyrics, signing off. Peace.
What you doing, Ja? You about to put out you about to put up Keith Murray again?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I was waiting for that.
So was I. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
Hey.
You know me, but do you really know me? Are you willing to take the time to know who I am? So many layers to uncover. Are you ready to go that deep? See, the ones that truly know me understand the very core of me. I'm a good woman with a good heart, most fail to see. I invite you to take a minute and not use your eyes, but use your heart to see. Don't be afraid, it's okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to be scared, to be hurt, to be broken. It's part of the deal when you have a soul. It's time to let it go. It's time to face another day. You may never find the answers to the questions inside you, but perhaps it's better to know you'll be okay. Yeah. Truly hurt me more than you'll ever know. I never knew pain so real could pierce this deep. To a point where I couldn't move, completely numb to any other feeling. Yeah. Now I hope this burden on me. My friends don't even recognize me. I stare into the mirror, if you an empty shell of who I used to be. The pain is in everything I say or do. I wonder if the love I felt will return to me. Hey, hey, hey. But for now I'll be okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to be scared, to be hurt, to be broken. It's part of the deal when you have a soul. It's time to let it go. It's time to face another day. Hey, you may never find the answers to the questions inside you, but perhaps it's better to know you'll be okay. Yeah, yeah. They say I am, that even in defeat I can take a stand. To recognize that loss can also lead the gain. That the sun can still shine even in the rain. I may be down now, but I'm far from out. Even in the face of despair or even doubt, I just really needed time to figure it out. See the image of the woman that I am now.
The thing that's different about a Verbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself.
Be good is her name, and I sing my lion song and brush my mane. She would, and she could, so she pulled my lion's tail and caused me pain. She said lions are made for cages, just to look at and delight. You dare not let them walk around, 'cause they might just bite. She knows what she does when she dances round my cage and says her name. Be good, be good. Be good is her name. I trim my lion's claws and I cut my mane, and I would if I could, but that woman treats me the same. She said lions are made for cages, just to look at and delight. You dare not let them walk around, 'cause they might just bite. Does she know what she does when she dances around my cage? Be good is her name. I sing my lion song, brush my mane, and she would if she could, so she pulled my lion's tail and caused me pain. She said lions are made for cages, just to look at and delight. You dare not let them walk around, 'cause they might just bite. Does she know what she does when she dances around my cage? Be good is her name. I trim my lion's claws and I cut my mane, and I would if I could, but be look at in delight. You dare not let them walk around, 'cause they might just bite. Does she know what she does when she dances around my cage? She dances around my cage. Does she know? Does she know? Be good, be good. Be good, be good.